Shalom, 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 shalom. First and foremost, we want to give all praises and glory unto Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, Bahasham Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, great millstone. And salutation to all the arcane that's pushing the truth on cutting raw. Waking leg and 2 coming out about blah. And this topic is we believe. Yes, we believe a so-called man, or who you call Jesus Christ. His name is Yahawashi. All right, in the Lashon Kodash, in the pure tongue, in the holy, in the Hebrew, the Savior of Israel is gonna crack the clouds and deliver the elect. Yes, we believe in that. You know, some people scoff. You guys believe in the man who crack the clouds? Yes, we do. All right, you just mad that Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi gave us faith. He gave us the good for faith, and he didn't give you. You mad because he didn't appoint you to have the Holy Spirit and faith. Yes, we believe in that because that's our salvation. His name means Yahawashi. Yahawashi means deliver. He saves. And he's going to save the elect out of the 4 corners of the earth, mostly here in Babylon. All right, Babylon the great is America. All right, just as he delivers out of ancient Egypt. And Psalms go into that. He was on Mount Sinai. All right, he's going to deliver us again. All right, he's going to deliver us again. That's why it's in Jeremiah 16 said, it will no more be said, the Lord delivered from the land of Egypt, but from the land of the north. All right, every eye gonna see the deliverance of Israel, not hear, but see. And yes, we believe in chariots. Yes, we believe in what you usually call UFOs. That's the chariots of Yasharallah. That's our salvation. All right, that's your destruction. See, that's the curse. All right, that's in Zechariah. All right, that's why, you know, it's your curse, but it's our blessing. All right, and yes, we do believe in that. That's our faith. That's the gift Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi gave us, man, and that's our salvation. That's what we believe. All right, and I'm gonna start. Let me start at Romans 11:7. What then? Israel have not obtained, or what obtained that which he seeketh for? Because Israel always searching the truth. They got a zeal for the Most High. All right, that's why you'll see them all. Israel's always in every doctrine, or every wind of doctrine. All right, but the elect, all right, but the election have attained what? This wisdom, understanding, and the rest were blinded. The rest of Israel were blinded. It's only elect, and the elect is gonna believe in what you usually call UFOs. That's all the chariots of Israel. All right, and let's just prove it. It's called clouds, chariots. Ezra's said it looks like a mountain, you know. But let's go to Psalm 60, 68 or 78. Psalm 68, I believe 17. The chariots of the Most High are 20,000, even thousand angels, and the Lord is among them at Sinai in the holy place. So the heavenly Yahweh was amongst them in the Sinai, Mount Sinai. All right, he's coming back again on the fathership to deliver the elect. All right, and it's beautiful, man. We see the signs of his coming, and you know it's amping us up. It's more low willing. Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi put us more in the spirit to prophesy the downfall of America. All right, but yeah, man, it's chariots. That's why Ezekiel goes into a wheel within a wheel. Our brothers believe. We believe in that. We believe in that's our salvation. All right, that's what the elect is gonna be. What called in, and as in let me just get it before I lose the thought of it. Jeremiah 26. All right, that's what we're gonna go into. All right, wow. The earth is being judged by intercontinental ballistic missiles. All right, as it said, it is Jeremiah 20. Night chambers for a while until the indignation of the Lord. Enter into our chambers. It could be that, but let me just put chambers. Salakiakin. It probably is there, but I'm in transit, so that could be Isaiah. Probably was Isaiah and I was in Jeremiah. Salakiakin. Oh, there's Jeremiah 26. Salakiakin. Jeremiah 26:20. Come, my people, enter into thy chambers, and that's speaking of the chariots, and shut thy doors about thee. Hide thyself as for a little moment until the indignation of overpassing. What's the indignation? All right, the indignation is the intercontinental ballistic missile. All right, whereas in if you get the mark of the beast, you know, just to show you what's the indignation of the Lord. All right, so the elect is gonna be entered into the chariots. All right, when them soon as simultaneously when the nukes are about to hit their target, and I just want to prove that point. All right, Revelations 14 is speak of that indignation, so I just want to prove that. Revelations 14 and 9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and the image, we know who's the beast. The beast is what? NATO, all right, the EU, and the whore that sits on the beast is America, all right. The image is their philosophy, all right. The mark is the MOTB, the digital the RFID chip. Worship the beast in his image and receive his mark in their foreheads, all right, in their foreheads, all right. Bear with me. Foreheads in hand, the saints shall drink of the wine of the wrath of God, with poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. To prove that that's the indignation that's speaking of. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone, and the presence of the holy angels, and the presence of the Lamb. And that's that nuclear fire. All right, that lake of fire here in Babylon. All right, those that receive the mark of the beast, it's gonna be in that fire, man. All right, so that's the inclination that we're gonna Lord willing, if part of the elect, are we gonna enter into the chariots by the tractor beam, and be for just a little while until the inclination, you know, is over. All right, until after the judgment of the nukes, of the intercontinental ballistic missiles, and the mouth of the chariots of the mouth of the chariots. All right, with concentration heat from the mouth of the chariots. All right, Salaki. Well, yes, we do believe Yahawashi, all right, is going to come on the Father's ship and deliver us. So I'm just going to prove scriptures on chariot scriptures. Psalms 103, no, 105, 104. Psalms 104 and 2. Who covers thyself in the light as with the garment, and stretches out his heavens like a curtain? Who laid the beams of his chambers in the waters? Who maketh the clouds his chariots? Who walketh upon the wings of the wind, the wings of the wind? And speaking of the chariots, which you ignorantly call UFOs, let's go to Ezekiel, and then I end it with I'll get that to second Ezra's, what Ezra's seen. What I call for just now is Ezekiel 1 and 16. The appearance of wheels and their work was like unto the color of beryl, and four had lightness of their appearance, and their work were a wheel in the middle of the wheel. When you look at chariots at night, you see a wheel within a wheel. All right. Let's go to Zechariah, the 5th chapter. All right, and that's why you nations are having you especially Edomites, Space Force. All right, because it's a curse. It's also called a flying robe. Zechariah 5 and 1. Then I turned and lifted my eyes and looked, behold, a flying robe. And he said to me, thou seest thou? And I answered, and I seen a flying robe. The length thereof is 20 cubits, and the breadth thereof is 10 cubits. And that's speaking of the chariots. And let me get Enoch and Elisha. There was translated Enoch. Let me see. Enoch was taken into a cloud. For God had took him. And I guess that's not where it is, but I know it's in second Ezra's. But I'm gonna get it's alive. Let me see. Elijah was taken in a cloud, and Elisha seen it. Yahawashi was taken into a cloud when is it Numbers? Yeah, it's gotta be. Bear with me, Akim Salakia. I'm thinking of Elisha and Elijah, and where Elijah seen Elisha go up. Let me just put Elisha right quick. There you go. 2 Kings 2, and when it came to pass, when the Lord would take up Elijah in heaven by a whirlwind, and that Elijah went with Elisha from Gilgal. All right. So Elijah was, unto heaven by a whirlwind, and that's what you ignorantly call a UFO. Elijah was snapping. Hold your peace. But yeah, let me I mentioned Enoch. I know it's not in Ecclesiastes because Enoch was a example for us to be translated. All right, there you go. Ecclesiastes 44:16. Enoch pleased the Lord and was translated, being an example of repentance to all generations. So he was an example of us being translated, man. All right, us being translated and giving that glorious body. All right, those extraterrestrial bodies, man. Extraterrestrial bodies. There's new bodies. All right, but we're gonna be translated. All of us gonna go. Even those that die in Yahawashi, are they gonna be the first one risen up, and we're gonna be caught together with them to the cloud. All right, paraphrasing it in Thessalonians. All right. All right, as in Isaiah 66, the Lord said, He coming in His whirlwind to judge the world with, paraphrase or rebuke with flame of fire. All right, so that's our example, and that's what we believe. We believe in Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. All right, cracking the cloud and delivering us from all hell. And I'm gonna just grab Matthew. I'm all over the place, but so like in Matthew 24, it says where it say He delivered the elect from the four corners. There you go. And Matthew 24:31, He shall send His angels with a great sound trumpet, and they shall gather together His elect from the four winds. All right, and from one end of the heaven to another. And the elect is going to be delivered through what you usually call UFOs, the chariots of Israel. All right, I'm going to go to 2nd Ezra, yes, 13. 2nd Ezra 13. I just want to show you, all right, what Ezra seen and how big it was. 2nd Ezra 13:1, it came to pass after 7 days I dreamed a dream by night, and lo, arose a wind from the sea and moved all the ways there were, speaking of the chariot. And behold, and lo, man waxed strong with 1,000s of heaven, or that Yahawashi, and 1,000 in heaven, are the angels. And when he turned his countenance to look, all things trembled that were seen under him. And whensoever the voice went out of his mouth, all burnt, and heard his voice like as the earth faileth when it filleth the fire. And that's that fire speaking of is the concentration heat, the laser beam from the mouth of the chariots. And after this, behold, and lo, there was gathered together the multitude of the men out of the number from the four winds of the heaven, and subdued the man that came out to sea. And that's speaking of you nations are coming together, are to fight against, coming together, putting all your differences, because you're gonna be fighting World War III. All right, you're gonna put your differences to go up, fight against Yahawashi. All right, Michael and his angels fighting against the beast. All right, the beast angel. All right, beast and his angels. 6, but beheld and lo, he had raved himself a great mountain and flew upon it. See, a great mountain and flew upon it, because that's how big it was. That Ezra thought it was a mountain. All right, but he said, but I would have seen the region if it was a mountain, or place where out the hills graven I could not. He didn't see the end of it. That's how big the chariot was, and that's our deliverance, man. That's our deliverance. That's your destruction. That's your curse. All right. You know what? Let's get Wisdom of Solomon. That came in my mind. Let's just get it. Wisdom of Solomon, is it 3 or 5? Wisdom of Solomon 3. I believe it's 5. Yeah, Wisdom of Solomon 5. 3 goes into them, thinking that what we did was dumb, but eventually saying, forsaking this world, was basically the best thing to do, Now they have salvation, and while we being destroyed. I just want to get it. Wisdom of Solomon 5:1. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness, and that's what we're doing now, giving our bodies living sacrifice, standing in boldness, confessing and proclaiming Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi before the face of such as afflicted him, and made account of his neighbors, starting with Esau, Edom, the so-called white man in nations. When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear, and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation. That's going to be the strangeness of salvation when you see the elect member being what? Righteously abducted into the tractor beams of the UFO. Amazing strangeness of his salvation so far beyond all that look for. And they repenting and groaning from anguish of spirit shall say within themselves, this is he whom we sometimes had in derision, a proverb and a reproach. We fools are kind of his life madness. They say we mad, man. We're crazy. Go get a job. Are you bums? On the corner teaching. Brothers even were told, hey man, you went to college and now you on the corner talking about Yahawashi. Fools kind of his life madness and his end to be. We fools account of his life madness and his end to be without honor. How is he numbered among the children of the Most High, and his lot amongst the saints? Therefore we have erred from the way of truth, and the light of righteousness that have not shined unto us, and the sun of righteousness rose not upon us. So going into they're gonna see the righteous men being righteously abducted into the chariots. Because that's our salvation, and that's what we believe in. And the legs will be what? Gathered from the four winds of the earth. And I want to get this for some reason. It came on my Isaiah 11. Isaiah 11 and 10. In that day there shall be a root of Jesse. Speaking of Yahawashi, come from the offspring of David. David, father of Jesse, which shall stand for an ensign of the people, and shall the Gentiles seek, and his right shall be glorious. And it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall set his hand again the second time to recover the remnant of his people, which shall be left in Assyria, and from Egypt, and from Pathros, from Cush, and from Elam, from Shinar, from the Hamath, and from the islands in the sea. And he shall set up an ensign of the nation, and shall assemble the outcasts of Israel, and gather together the dispersed of Judah in the four corners of the earth. And how he's going to gather the leg from the four corners of the earth is by the chariots, what you eagerly call UFOs. And that's what we believe in. Call Halam like Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. Look, quick lesson. You want to give all praise and glory unto Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, Bahasham Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, great millstone. And salutation to all the Archeum that's pushing the truth uncut and raw. Waking legends to third come out, Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi.